again, as we look at who wrote the Gospel of Mark, it could be said, well, did Peter write it? And you could also ask, was the Apostle Peter's input within the Gospel? And I would say the truth is in the middle there. Peter didn't write the book of Mark, because there are a number of pieces of information that the Gospel of Mark leaves out of Peter, embarrassing details. And that's obvious why that is, because if Mark is taking the material from Peter and he's writing it down, he's not going to put things in that's going to embarrass the person who's giving him the information. So it backs up that Mark is the author, but he's using Peter. And then it also backs up that Peter's input was in the Gospel, because obviously he wouldn't want things put in there that embarrass him. So for example, we see things left out, such as Peter not having faith as he should in Mark chapter 6 verse 45. If you look at Matthew chapter 14 verse 22 to 23, Matthew is a bit more clearer as to Peter's unbelief. And you can go right through, and there's many quotations that you can actually look at. You can also see Peter is obviously involved in the Gospel, because we get incidental detail that comes out that shows that Peter has been involved in the input of the Gospel, such as we get detail about Peter's house in Mark chapter 2 verse 1 to 5, etc. So that specific detail that's about Peter's home. So I would say that Mark wrote the Gospel of Mark, but it had the input of Peter. I think the evidence is very clear.